last basket to get the triple-double?
Didn't.
Huh?
No, I didn't.
And what's it like to get one? You just missed one out earlier in the game.
It was amazing. It's an accomplishment that I always wanted to get. And I'm just thankful that I was able to get it tonight and that I got to get it before my career was over here. So I'm just thankful and blessed.
Is Marist team a little tougher than your record indicates there?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, but it ain't much tougher than when we played in the first time. Our job, we just want to just bounce back from Friday's loss at Loyola. You know, I think we did a pretty good job defensively in the second half. Just proud of our guys effort tonight.
You guys have 6 losses this season. You haven't had any losing streaks. How do you manage to bounce back after all those losses to, avoid losing 2 in a row?
You just got to take it day by day. You can't let it get you down. You can't go into a period, of depression. You can't go into a time of, hanging your head low because, a game comes, as quick as 2 days later. So, you really got no choice to, just get back to it and, just keep grinding and try to get the next win.
Did you guys know before the game started that Loyola had lost and that a win could put you guys back into a tie?
Yeah.
When you heard the news, what was motivation,
it was a relief to it was a relief to me. I think it was a relief to our team. We just had to come out and play a game. We couldn't worry about that. Whether they lost or won, we still had to come out tonight and get this win. Fortunately, they lost, so it puts us in a better position. But we just got to come out and play every night.
Scott, playing in the back of the zone a little bit like you did there, that helps you get a lot of rebounds. Is that something you're comfortable doing and you do frequently, and do you like doing that in terms of initiating a break and things like that?
We just started doing that zone, and it's just since it's so new, like as far as the people that start, I'm the one that knows that spot. That's all really, and it has nothing to do with the rebounding, but that's an advantage. But it's really more of who knows, like, to run from corner to corner and when to help to tell the big man to drop down. That's pretty much it.
Do you feel like in terms of running the break up, you like to push the ball? Do you feel like that helps you a lot?
Oh yeah, it does. It's an advantage. It's an advantage for us.
Lamont, can you guys just talk about this guy down low? How has Rempelite this guy's been all season?
He's an animal when he wants to be.
What he wants to be?
He could do it all. I'll take him over any big guy in the country right now. I don't think there's a lot of big guys out there that can do what he does. We feed off of him. Him and Taja, our energy guys. And when he gets it going, it's easier for me and Scott, and Sean to do the things that we like to do, for the simple fact that they can't double off of us, and they have to double him unless it's going to be a bucket, 85-90% of the time.
Scott, can you just talk about how is it to throw, the passes down low to him and how easy he makes your job?
Almost hit it on the money. Catches the passes, and he's a terrific finisher. That's what all point guards want. Somebody that runs the wing like Momo, somebody down low like Love. It doesn't make it no easier. And then the rest of my teammates, it doesn't make it no easier. It's a wonderful combination of group of kids.
Scott, when Marist was making a couple of runs at you, did you feel like you had to take the ball to the basket yourself on a couple of plays?
There was some possessions that we just had to score, and we had to take advantage of what was open and what was the opportunities that we had to take. So that was it.
Scott, do you think the loss against Loyola in the long run, do you think it's going to benefit the team and make you guys a little more hungry towards the end of the season?
Yeah, it did benefit us. I feel like that loss kind of hit us. We wanted to go into that game just like we went into the Manhattan game, and for some reason it wasn't there. And we just had to bounce back, and we had to get that hunger back like you asked. And that's pretty much it.
There you go. What was that little dance thing you do with your hands after you hit your 5th three?
Oh, nah. It was not. It was just, like this. Yeah. It was just signaling kind of that I was hot. That's really it. It's just having fun. You can't play this game, serious all the time. You gotta have fun. You gotta smile. Something that we love to do. It's something that every day, of your lives, you wake up and you look forward to this moment. You dedicate your life to these moments. So you just got to have fun with it, and that's what I like to come out and do.
The guys bounced back from a tough loss on Friday night. Didn't know how much they had in the tank because it was a very late and emotional game. We got back really late. We had practice yesterday, and hopefully we're going to be able to will our way through this. And in parts of the game we played well, and parts looked like we had not much left in us. But I think down the end our guys all gutted it out and had a nice victory against a team that played with a lot of energy and a lot of heart and played really hard.
Are they a better team than their record would indicate?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe earlier in the year they were young, but they've kind of had a full year.
Yeah, no, they have guys who can make shots. They have a lot of freedom in their offense. They've got a couple of big guys that can bang you around inside. They run their sets well. When they get it going offensively and they start making shots, they're tough. They're kind of a little version of like us. When they're shooting well, they're very good. When you're not shooting well, their options aren't as great.
You talked about bouncing back. 6 losses this year. You haven't had any losing streaks. What's been the key? I guess?
Our guys just getting refocused, I think, and not letting one bad game, or not even a bad game, but maybe a team would just beat us that was better that night, carry on to the next night. They've gotten themselves refocused, and they're doing that with themselves. They talk about it. At halftime, they met on their own and discussed what they needed to do in the second half to bounce back, and they did, and they're proud of them.
Tim, Scott was a little more aggressive down the stretch when he was closing in on the triple-double on the possession before he got it, and then on the layup when he did. He said he didn't want it. Did you sense that maybe he actually did?
Absolutely. If you guys could do me a favor and announce it at the beginning of every game, Scott will play that hard for 40 minutes. He definitely wanted that. He's always wanted it, and he should be proud of himself for getting it, especially the rebounds.
Coach, what adjustments were you making when Marist took a couple runs in the first half and then again in the early part of the second? What adjustments did you make?
It was more about just playing with more energy, and a couple of things we did defensively. We got sloppy at times when we went to our bench early. We lost our focus when we went to the bench. Those guys need to bring energy in. We can't lose energy when we make those adjustments. And I thought in the second half, Randy came in with a lot of energy for us, which helped a lot. Kyle Smythe came in with a lot of energy, which helped a lot. So I thought that was really the difference.
They were up by 5, and then I think they had 6 turnovers on 7 possessions, 6 out of 7. Is that what you're talking about, the energy, or what?
Yeah, you know what? We just changed our pressure a little bit. I was hoping that we'd get more of a steal mentality out of us. Instead of just being a contained pressure, we went to a more of aggressive pressure, trying to get our guys going, and it worked.
There was one play where you guys, I forget who took the shot, but Kyle kind of kept the ball alive.
Yeah, the tip out.
Right. And then Scott wound up scoring it. It would have been a 3-point game with them having the ball, went up to 5.
Right.
Then Kyle can kind of hit the 3. Now it's an 8-point game.
That was huge.
Was that kind of the turnaround?
Yeah, I think that was the turning point of the game.
After Marist took the lead in the second half early on, it became the Mike and Momo show. How important was that early on to set the tone?
I think it's really important because I think your better players have to take over in situations like that when the team maybe is struggling or the other team's playing well, and you just need to stay with them and get through their run without a separation becoming too big.
Scott said something about it. You added a new defense with him in the back there, helping
Yeah.
rebound. What made you decide to do that? And did you think Scott could be so effective back there?
I think Scott reads things defensively well, and he's able from the back line to communicate to the rest of our guys where to be. Sometimes some of our newer players haven't picked up all the things we need to do yet, so having him behind there is like having a coach on the floor who can direct other guys to where to go, and that helps us more than anything else.
Was there anything added to you guys coming to the game knowing Loyola lost before you came in?
Yeah, we definitely mentioned it to our guys, and we were hoping that would be a little added boost of energy for them. And if you can't get refocused quick enough when you're playing again, this is a first-place game for us. And it doesn't matter who your opponent. For us to have a chance at that, we have to keep winning. And that's what we expressed to our guys. And I think, luckily, that was in the back of their heads, that they could kind of redeem themselves in a different way than they'd like, but to get a chance again, and they did.
Coach, what areas are you going to be working on? You got the bracket busters on Saturday. And what elements do you want to work on with the team?
To be honest with you, we take one game at a time, so right now all I care about is Ryder, and we're going to look at all their stuff today and tomorrow and work on whatever we need to do to try to beat Ryder at Ryder, which is a very difficult task. They're a very, very good team, especially at home.
Coach, I asked Scott before, do you think the Loyola loss is going to benefit the team heading into March? What do you think?
I think you learn something from every loss that you have if you're a good team. Okay? And I thought Loyola was a great team when we played them on Friday night. Okay? And when you're in that environment, the team is playing that well. The best part about that is our guys didn't quit. We got down 28, I believe, and we cut it back to 4. So I want us to learn that no matter what the score, play hard. Now, today it's like if we would have played with the effort of the last 10 minutes of the Loyola game, then this would have been a 20 or 30 point game. Now, credit to Marist, they played very well, and they played with energy the entire game. So our guys have to get more consistent with their energy, because as you notice, we're not a very big team. So if our energy level isn't high all the time, we're going to lose a number of games. And that's legit. We don't have superstars at every spot. We don't have superstars coming off the bench. We have hard, grinded-out type of kids. And so if they're willing to outwork opponents, they have a chance to win. When they're not willing to outwork them in every aspect of the game, then we're not.